Oh, what's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. Hope that you're having a wonderful day. Let's go ahead and listen to some Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. Can I tell you really quick? I've really enjoyed the first two tracks on the album. I love his style. I love the music. I think that Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds could be an artist and a band that I could get into, absolutely. So let's go ahead and listen to Loverman on the album here. This was released in 1994. Now, really quick, just before we get into it, I don't usually look at the lyrics like before I listen to a song, but I was getting them up because I have them directly from his website, rather. Now, really quick, just before we get into it, I do see that at least there's some references, which we've gotten kind of hints at before in the music, but here there are some kind of direct references to like sexual assaults and stuff like that. So if you are sensitive to that kind of thing, just, be aware of that before listening and watching. So let's go ahead and get into it. This is Loverman by Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds.
There's a devil waiting outside your door. There's a devil waiting outside your door. And he's bucking and braying and pouring at the floor. And he's howling with pain and crawling up the wall. Oh yeah, there's a devil waiting outside your door. He's weak with evil and broken by the world. He's shouting your name and he's asking for more. Give him more, give him more. There's a devil waiting outside your door. Oh yeah. There's a devil crawling along your floor. There's a devil crawling along your floor. Oh, with a trembling heart he's come through the door. There's strain and sex and his jumping pole. Oh yeah, there's a devil crawling along your floor. And he's old and he's stupid and he's hungry and he's sore and he's lame and he's blind and he's dirty and he's poor. Give him more, 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 give him more. There's a devil crawling along your floor. Oh yeah. There's a devil lying by your side. You might think he's asleep, but look at his eyes. He wants you, baby, to be his bride. There's a devil lying by your side. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's an intense song. that's an intense song, but my favorite thing is just structurally how it's built. Because I'm gonna have to kind of look into what the song's about, but I think that it's just basically like, what's the word? He's kind of revealing want and lust and any extremely unfiltered, unheld back, without reserve, dangerous way. Right? And he speaks of it as a devil waiting outside your door. So in the verse where you have that creepily, sneakingly low bass line that just drags across the floorboards, his vocals in his lower hushed tones, that is like the devil. That is like the lust creeping up in this person. And then the chorus just explodes. Just blows up. I was not expecting it to be like that hard hitting. And that's where he declares, I am Loverman, like Loverman, since the world began, et cetera, et cetera. We're going to the lyrics in a little bit. But he really allows that to just release, but in the most negative and dangerous way. So structurally, I think that this is really cool to listen to, especially how it works in tandem with this story. They both work very well instrumentally, lyrically, tone-wise, and mood-wise. That's awesome songwriting. I'm really, really enjoying what I'm hearing with Nick Cave here. And then, let me just pull it back up really quick. See how he's... Listen to this. Love that. With just that, like I said, this atmosphere is sneaking across the floorboards. Where when we get to the chorus, let me see, I don't know exactly where it began, but that's, to me, that's the personification of lust. Him describing it as a devil breaking through the door. Now, without any chains, unfettered, not held back anymore. This is lust unchecked, basically. That's crazy, and he really gets into it vocal-wise. His snarl along with the frying of the guitar. That bass line, though, if you listen, it's still doing that creepy, sneaking across the floorboards kind of movement there, though. And then he gets into this section here, where he spells out Loverman, and in spelling out Loverman describes kind of like what Loverman is and what he's there to do. And I think that this is a nice kind of break in returning to a mood kind of like the verse, and yet different, disturbed, even more so. And you even hear like another noise back there. You kind of hear like a noise like like something like that. So I don't know, but at least I think that that could be representative of the victim in this. This is a powerful song. I mean, this This has a lot going on in it. But I think it's through the music that Nick Cave is kind of like revealing disturbing elements of, unfortunately, what can happen in real life. The realities of the situation, just put into musical context. But the song itself is very, very well put together, very well performed. I like how disturbingly sleazy it is. It's not sleazy like Hey 19 from Steely Dan. It's not like that kind of sleazy, like a glorified sleazy. This is like a disturbing kind of sleazy. This is like irreversible. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's go ahead and talk about the lyrics on this one. There's a devil waiting outside your door. How much longer? Bucking and braying and pawing the floor. So even in describing this lust, this devil, he's describing it like a wild animal that's going to just bust through the door. He's howling with pain and crawling up the walls. There's a devil waiting outside your door. He's weak with evil and broken by the world. He's shouting your name and asking for more. There's a devil waiting outside your door. I like how he says he's weak with evil. He is an evil wild animal. This person, this beast outside the door. But he's not strengthened by his evil. He's weak. Nick Cave isn't glorifying this. From what I can tell, he's just as disgusted by it. But he's just using the song to explain, at least how he sees it. Weak with evil and broken by the world. And then the line broken by the world. This kind of attitude, this kind of, characteristic is not something you're necessarily born with. This is formed. There's a lot to look into here. Loverman, since the world began, forever, amen, until the end of time. Take off that dress, I'm coming down, I'm your Loverman, because I am what I am, what I am, what I am. This person, they accept who they are. And that's what I mean, like, they're giving into their desires to very, very, very harmful conclusions, not only for them, but really for whoever or whatever is on the other side of that. Then as it gets into the section where he's spelling out Loverman, L is for love, baby. Or at least a very, very twisted version of love. O is for only you that I do. V is for loving virtually everything that you are. E is for loving almost everything that you do. R is for rape me. M is for murder me. A is for answering all of my prayers. N is for knowing, which it's misspelled. Your Loverman's going to be the answer to all of yours. I think that that's really important. He's describing what he is. At least what he thinks he is. He's delusional to himself. First of all, he says it's for love. That's definitely not love. Then he says, for only you that I do. Then he says, loving virtually everything that you are. When you love someone, I know no one's perfect. But when you love someone, you, in a way, love them totally. He's like, I don't even love everything about you. E is for loving almost everything that you do. Then the rape me, murder me, answering all my prayers, knowing that your Loverman is going to be the answer to all of yours. He's extremely delusional, extremely psychotic, mentally diseased. That's what it is. I'll be your Loverman till the bitter end, while empires burn down forever and ever and ever. I'm your Loverman, so help me, baby, so help me, because I am what I am, what I am, what I am, what I am. And he kind of repeats most of the lyrics here as he moves on. But then he does repeat the Loverman spell out, but he changes the words. He says, I'll say it again. L is for love, baby. O is for oh, yes, I do. V is for love and virtue, so I ain't gonna hurt you. E is for even, if you want me to. R is for render unto me, baby. M is for that which is mine. A is for any old how, darling. N is for any old time. I think that he's delusional not only obviously in what's going on, but even the way that it's spelled out, because he's, songwriting wise, things are misspelled. Like N is for any old time. That's not how that works, Or the N is for knowing. That's not how it works. So even the character who's describing themselves is totally like mentally ill. That's great. That's awesome songwriting, honestly. And he's, like I said, he's singing about some very dark and disturbing things. I want to know what you guys thought of the track, though. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You can let me know. down there in the comments below. You can follow me on Twitter and support the channel on Patreon. You can do so many other things. So many other things. But I do hope that you have a wonderful day. Thank you as always for being here. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.